One of the Aaron Austin Show's favorite sponsors is R&J Discount Liquor. We find they have the best selection of bourbons and whiskeys probably in town.
Yeah, make sure you get with Dustin in there. That guy knows his stuff. He'll always point you in the right direction, and everything they got there is always at a good price. It's at Douglas and Hillside. Anytime you need some booze, get on down to Orange. Great food today from Papa C's food truck, Papa C's Barbecue.
Yeah.
I
had a
appreciate
little
you, brother.
brisket mac. That was good.
I just ate straight brisket today. We went down, didn't we, Annie?
Yeah, you went about a half pound of brisket.
Yeah, we went straight brisket today. It was delicious.
Good.
Thank
It
you.
was yummy.
Whiskey Dick's definitely an Aaron Austin Show favorite. Get out there anytime. They have specials every day on food and drinks. They got happy hour from 3 to 6. And how many whiskeys they got in that place, Aaron?
I think they have the most whiskeys in town. And every Monday you can do any whiskey under $25 a shot for half price.
I think there's 700 plus in that building or something like that.
Probably so. So Mopigs is just north of Weston Central in the old Game Exchange building.
And there's really, you can find a little bit of everything for collectibles, to Pokemon cards, to action figures, to video games. They have a lot of cool stuff in there, and you can also get art by Stephanie Nash. Make sure you check out Mopigs and everything that they got. PK Pest Management. For all your pest control needs, get with Austin or contact 316-305-7108. And it's also fly season, so if you need that fly spray, get with them.
On Tuesdays, you can usually find the Aaron and Austin Show hanging out at the Cowboy Inn. It's one of our favorite sponsors. Every Tuesday they have an open mic there hosted by Jacoby Lee Winter.
So get down and check us out on Tuesday nights and check out the Cowboy Inn all the time.
Angie's Tacos is a longtime sponsor and a good friend of ours. She's expanding a little bit to that little house in Shamrock.
Follow her on Facebook. She's Wichita EB and Fert the Foodie approved.
So it's got to be good.
Get some.
Go check her out. Be sure you visit the Jukebox on Seneca and Walker. They have great daily drink specials and karaoke and live music on the weekends. Go check out the Jukebox.
Dog on the show today. Miso? Miso is his name. And what kind of dog is this, Steph?
Shih Tzu Yorkie.
Is this as big as he gets?
I hope so.
That's awesome. I like it when they stay super tiny.
You can't carry him around in a bag if he gets much bigger, right?
Oh, he's getting big fast. He just fell out of his bag earlier. It doesn't. It means we got to get a new one.
How long have you had this guy?
Like 3 weeks.
He's going to steal the show today.
Yeah.
This is our second dog on the show. Boo was on the show.
Yeah, that's right. Boo came on with Alex.
Mm-hmm. And then we had one dog that ran around and pooped everywhere that was here with someone.
That is true. That wasn't on a show, thank God.
Yeah. Just shit all up and down the... But anyway, 204. I'm Austin. This is Aaron Austin Show. We got Steph Carter on today. Guys, we got a fundraiser coming up. So me and Aaron are starting to put this together. We want to finish the kitchen next door. We got some equipment. It's going to be... this is not a hideout fundraiser. This is actually going to be an Aaron Austin Show fundraiser. We're going to do a concert. Me and Aaron are kicking around the ideas. We don't have everything hammed out.
But we're going to do it at the Hideout. The Hideout's...
Yep. We're going to have a party.
The Hideout's our home. You know
We're throwing a party. We're throwing a party.
Yeah.
We're going to get, 5-6 bands. We're going to party from 5 to 1 o'clock and have a good time. All the proceeds are going to go to the kitchen next door and the Aaron and Austin Show equipment. So
we got some expenses.
Yeah, we got some expenses, man. And we've been doing this for 4 years. This shit's starting to fall apart. We're limping through this shit.
we ain't making money for all your
Yeah. But also, Time and Space Neon Run coming up March 28th. That's a Saturday. It's a $20 show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Valentine's Day, there's a couple options. They were just on the Rose Theater. Check them out. They got that show at the Wave coming up, that burlesque show that they were talking about.
We got a show here with Mistress May.
Yep, Mistress May is the other one.
Yep, Mistress May here at the Hideout on Valentine's.
And that's a free show too. All ages. There's no cover on that.
Yeah, awesome.
So if you got nothing going on Valentine's Day, come hang out at the Hideout. So it's all out, and I got drugs and ass. Man, what were we talking about when the drugs? Oh, that's what we was going to sell at the fundraiser.
We figured that if you want to make money, that's the quickest way.
Yeah, we're like, what sells? Yeah. But anyway,
do it silent auction style. I don't think that's not going to work. But
anyway, since me and Aaron are the key to fitness in this town, we figured we'd have Steph on to school us a little bit. But this is family, so this is the first family on the show. Oh, your family, your mom and dad's been on.
Oh, that's true. That's true. They were on the
small
town roots.
Yeah, out there
when
we were out in the field. So
that's special.
Yeah. So have we had any other family?
Has Spaz been on the show?
Yeah.
I feel like
I think Austin was on too.
Yeah.
So We don't do too much nepotism or whatever. What is
Nepotism.
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 Yeah, no, I was close. I wasn't that close, but anyway. So introduce yourself real quick to our goofy ass crowd.
I'm Steph. Do I look somewhere?
Yeah, there's your cameras
That's
over
your
here.
camera.
Okay. Are they watching?
Yeah, a few.
Oh,
A few.
Oh, dude,
Ooh,
okay.
one live viewer.
Well, I'm Steph.
Sometimes we get 2.
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope.
Hey, yesterday we had 75 or so comments on there. I love that. Get that engagement.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of people watching yesterday.
That's cool.
So yeah, introduce yourself in this. Yeah, this guy's so cool. Look at him.
Yeah, a little miso. I'm Steph Carter. I'm a lot of things, and I'm a personal trainer. I'm a strength coach. Yeah, that's me. It's
So
kinda become my life.
So it's been a big part of your life for the most part here for the last few how many years?
10.
10 years.
Man, wow.
So how
Long time.
And there's a little bit of a backstory here where you were kind of going down the rough roads, and did fitness kind of change that for you, or
Oh, for sure.
really?
Yeah,
So-
you just got done saying about drugs. It's so much easier to sell drugs than it is personal training.
oh
Can you
yeah,
believe that?
yeah.
Because people will just want to buy whatever it takes to get skinny, you know?
Well, it's instant gratification. I feel like fitness is
Yeah.
a long run. You know, that's a long-term goal and a
That's why
Yeah.
I mean, me. I
a lifestyle
grew
change,
up
really.
playing. I grew up playing sports and getting yelled at to run around everywhere, and that's part of why I'm lazy now, because I know the work it takes. It's a lot of work. It really. I mean, I've been down those roads, and they're very gratifying roads. And if you're having trouble in your life, in depression and stuff, I'll tell you, turn to that fitness. It changes shit around a little bit.
I don't know. I just think people overthink it too. Like, it doesn't require you to put anything up for it, you know, just consistency. Even if you don't know what you're doing, just keep doing it. you
Yeah,
know? Eventually you'll figure it out.
People have a lot of that, like they're scared of it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, and everybody feels, I guess, if you haven't spent time in a gym, like a fish out of water,
Oh, yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
So, I mean, is there a way you help with that? Is there something you know how to do to make people feel comfortable?
Oh, bro.
So how do you break down barriers for people that are first time gym members and are scared?
Well, listen, first of all, everybody has a story. Everybody comes in and everybody talks about, like, oh, I just want a bigger butt or a flatter stomach. And I dig. I'm not a surface level person. I like to swim and have conversations about what people are actually going through and what they're struggling with or whatever. So I kind of dig a little bit and try to work on the inside, because if you're not happy with where you are right now, regardless, you will never be happy, period. Point blank, period. You will always be chasing more. You will always be chasing better. Like, you just got to stop chasing for a second, look in the mirror, and just be cool with it.
Yeah, and how do you? I mean, that's got to be hard to control too, because I mean, especially if you're substituting, an addiction for something else,
Right.
like you can almost use that same tendencies in your new addictions.
Been there.
Did it go that way when
Absolutely.
you first, like, at least it's a healthier addiction, of course, but it can be detrimental if you, go too hard, probably.
For sure. I mean, I was IV. How honest can I get?
You can say anything you fucking want on
Okay,
this show.
cool.
Anything you're comfortable with saying.
Cool. Yeah, I was an IV using meth user, bro. Like, I was the slum of the earth. Like, hitting licks, homeless, didn't know where I was going to sleep, stuff being toted around in a
What's
trash bag.
explain it to me. I don't know meth that well. What's IV user?
Intravenous.
Yeah, I used
So
to
you-
slam dope in my
Needles.
veins.
So you're using a syringe?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, straight up. That's
Mainline,
fucking. That's
yeah.
sketchy.
Mainline.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
So you went from smoking to that's the better way to do it, or what?
Yeah, I used to
Sorry,
always
I've
say,
never-
like, I will never
Well,
put in the beans.
again, it's the more like instant gratification.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's instant.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know you could. I didn't even know you could bang methamphetamines. That's gotta
Oh,
be
dude,
fucking
you can
crazy.
bang a lot of
You
things.
can bang Dr. Pepper if you really feel like having time.
Absolutely
You know
can.
what I'm
I'll tell
saying?
you,
Been
fucking
there.
Zach does that dude from the Oddballs. But anyway, so what got you off of the doing methamphetamines?
What was the switch? What was
Yeah.
the switch?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Did you hit a bottom?
Yeah. Like, people in addiction can't hear you, man. Like,
Yeah.
all the people around you are always like, you have so much potential. Oh, your kids. You're choosing drugs over your kids. Like, no.
But you hear
I
it
can't
all the
hear
time,
you.
and it desensitizes.
Hey,
Like,
I
you can't even hear
you.
them. You're not even
This
hearing
is this
that.
is it. Like, this is an addict, and this is more, whatever that is. This is all they see. Like, I can see you in my peripherals, but you're out of focus. I have no idea that you're crying. I don't even know what you're doing. Like,
Right.
that's how it is. That's genuinely how it is. And one day, I don't know, like I'd been to jail more times than I can count, but this last time was just different. And I finally came to the end of myself. I finally realized, like, oh, I have a problem. Like, this is an actual problem. I need to do something about this.
Where I'm at isn't working.
Right.
Yeah.
You finally saw it. That's
Finally.
I mean, that's hard. Sometimes you come to a self-realization. You're like, holy shit, okay.
Yeah. That's where I was. I was 97 pounds at the peak of my addiction. When I got out of jail, I was 150. And
How old are you at this time?
Oh, goodness gracious. You would ask me that. Let's see.
Under 20?
23? 23, I think, or 4.
Yeah.
I don't know, 2015. 24. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck. I'm the same way.
I don't even know. That's the wrong thing to ask me these days. I forget how old I am. Dude, you hit like 27.
I just had a
like,
birthday, and I was like, they're like, how old are you? I'm like, 42? 3?
And especially to gauge it and call it out of those lost years. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how old I was.
Lost
time.
So what do you get? You don't have to go into everything. What do you get arrested for this time? And that really is the one that really changed the scene.
I was in a stolen vehicle, and I had gone to New Orleans to stay with a friend. I had goals of working at a strip club, and the guy I was with was going to cook dope, and we were going to sell it to my clients at the strip club.
Y'all was going to take over.
Dude,
Those
yeah.
are the goals.
And then we were going to go get my kids, my girls. We were going to
Yeah.
go to Cali
Yeah,
and
great
get my
idea.
girls.
Great
That was
idea.
the plan. That was
Dude,
the
y'all
genius
was,
plan.
you had a great idea there. Yeah, y'all was finna kingpin that shit.
Dude, he didn't know that, okay? He didn't know any of the plan. So we get there, and he didn't know that I was going to be dancing at a strip club. He didn't know that there was this girl, this girl was going to be there, and she told me that. She told me if I wanted to make the money she made, I was going to be doing more than dancing, and I was like,
Oh, that's
Okay, I
yeah.
can't
They
do
put you in
that.
a weird spot there.
and like she was like, "This is your pimp." Like it was a crazy, even high off dope for 3 days. That was the craziest
You
thing
knew that
I
was a
heard.
bad idea.
That
At
was
least
a
you were
bad
still.
idea.
At least you were still in enough mind to
Fortunately, thank you.
get out of
Lord.
there for that.
Yeah.
So we went to downtown. I just kind of played it off, and the guy that I was with, obviously rightfully so, was pretty upset. And in my mind, we're gonna leave and we're gonna go to Florida. We're gonna just find a new plan. And we hadn't had time to talk, and he's just tripping. So we get in the vehicle, we're driving, and he was like twirling a butterfly knife. And I mean, we were freaking gangsters, bro. I had 2 knives in my air conditioning vent in my vehicle, and there was another knife right here, and he had knives anyway. So he's like twirling this butterfly knife, and he was like, "How many times do you want to get stabbed?" It's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I look at him, and
Zero?
his eyes are black, and I just kind of giggled, like, "What?" He's like, "You heard me. I said, how many times do you want to get stabbed?"
Fucking A.
And I like just real quick slammed on the brakes, did a U-turn on the interstate, and the only vehicle on the other side was a St. Tammany sheriff's officer.
That officer might have
Dude.
saved your life.
I know.
That might be God right there.
I know. I say
Damn.
all the time, arrested but rescued.
I mean, people be all surprised. You know, the cops are a lot of pain in the ass, especially if you're trying to smoke weed and just mind your own business. But cops save a lot of motherfuckers. People, you'd be surprised how many situations like that cops really do come.
They are
in.
front lines on that.
Well, and who do you call when shit gets fucked up?
Man.
I mean, still same for me.
I call you, man. What
Yeah,
you
yeah,
doing?
shit.
I
ain't
call
coming.
my husband.
Yeah, that's,
Help.
That's what I call first.
You a big motherfucker, man. I call you.
Yeah, but I ain't getting over there that fast. They get to fly over. So you hit a UE and get pulled over?
Got pulled over, hid the stuff, and they searched the vehicle, arrest him. NCIC said it was a stolen vehicle, so they obviously arrested me, went to jail. Rolled back. I was in the front for 3 weeks before I finally rolled back, and like I said, I had hid.
What's that?
Stuff.
Explain that to me again.
Rolled back. So you're in the holding cell. It's where I was a federal holding facility. It's just
You know all the lingo. Shit, you done been
well, I
there.
was there for in and out. I still think I'm
You got any prison
institutionalized.
tattoos? No,
No.
I'm just joking. Aaron got like 3.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where?
No, he doesn't.
You know
He did. He did go to. But yeah,
It's a
you-
crazy ass story. But, you know,
But-
they all are, aren't they?
They're the best.
Yeah.
They're the
Nobody
best.
believes me when I tell shit, so I just.
So rolled back. What's that mean? You got put in like the chin population in the
Yeah.
back? That's
Yeah,
got to
the
be
pod.
sketchy.
I mean, that was the sketchiest place I've ever been. I've been to a lot of jails. That was by far the worst.
And that's in
How
New
many
Orleans?
Well,
Yeah.
Slidell.
In Louisiana?
St.
somewhere?
Tammany Parish.
Anywhere in
Parish.
Louisiana, jail sounds sketchy as fuck to me.
Slidell's like outside of New Orleans a little bit, but it's like more south. It's like
The food, bro, it was fire, though.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Love
even
that.
in jail, huh?
Even in jail.
Yeah.
I hadn't eaten anyway off the streets. I mean, I'd be lucky to eat a taquito from QT, but
So
food
what's
was like southern.
So you weren't
Nice.
eating much, just looking for meth and running around.
Dude, yeah.
Dude,
That was
90
it.
and 95 fucking pounds. That's
I remember we had a can of corn, and I remember there was 4 of us, and I evened it out, separated it, distributed it, and like holding hands with them, praying, thanking God for a can of corn. Like, that's not even the lowest. I can't even think of the lowest, man. But I remember just being
So how would you?
hungry.
At that point, I always ask, how was you guys getting money for your addictions? Just
I could
anywhere
take-
you could.
Stolen
Steal
stuff.
shit?
I wasn't lying when I said that I
You
used to
just
steal
stealing
these people's
shit.
cars.
Yeah, just steal cars and shit.
I couldn't steal from a person, but yes, a vehicle or just I was with the wrong people that thought they were hitting licks, man. Like, just let's do it, get what we need, and go. Like, these people were just driving all day. Just anyway, it's just the people.
So
The feds are after us.
so how'd you get out?
It's
How
the
long did you have to
culture.
spend in this jail?
Oh, okay, so yeah, I was there, and then when I finally rolled back, I had drugs with me still, and I had slept for like 2 or 3 days, and when I woke up, I was lurking around the pod to see who I could talk to, who I could trust, and found a girl, and I was like, I have this, I need something to eat. And that was the first time in my entire life that I ever chose food or anything else over drugs.
So you went the other way.
The first time
Yeah.
ever. And that's just kind of where it all started, or I guess kicked off for me. Like, this time was just different. I was there for 4 months, and then I thought I was rolling out, and I was actually getting extradited back to Kansas. And
Do you have to deal with shit that was going on here?
I was here for another month, and then told them that I wanted to go back to Louisiana, and I couldn't stay clean here. I didn't know anything about any of that anyway. I didn't even know where to look. I didn't know what recovery was, sobriety was. I just knew that I couldn't stay in Kansas because I couldn't stop getting high.
Yeah, it seems like in Wichita especially, our recidivism rates are really, really high. And I think that that's because there's not a lot of support for the sober person after the program. You know what I mean? Like you're in the program, and you got friends in there now, and we're going through this together. But once you're out of the program, it's really hard to reintegrate, and it's hard to do anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sometimes you can't even go back to family because family was the trigger.
Right.
You know, and you ain't got no friends because your friends were all users too. That's why we was friends. And so now what do we do? You know, we started the Hideout with some of that in mind. You know what I mean? Doing all ages sober shows. Like, I want people that are in recovery to have something to fucking do.
Yeah.
You
They
know what I
wouldn't
mean?
know- that's the thing, though, bro. Like, unless you're going to jail, finding out when people are released, why they're being, what they were in jail for, like catching them as they roll out. How do you stop them? Because they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't even know where to look, who to ask. They
Yeah.
don't know anything. My mind wasn't working like that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know how to
have,
put gas in my car.
especially if you have no outside support. If you don't have any family structure or anything like that, I mean, you're just back on your own again, and you go back and
Yeah.
you fall back into bad tendencies, I would think, and especially if you're in a spot like so you're back here in Kansas. So what did you have to go back? So did you get back to Louisiana?
Yeah.
So what did you have to go back to there? What made you want to go back there?
I put myself in a faith-based rehab. I heard it was like an intensive program, and so I did. And that wasn't for me. I learned a whole lot about God, but not a lot about sobriety or recovery, nothing like that.
Yeah, sometimes they do go a little crazy on the. I think they do need to focus more on the recovery with the people more than turning this into a church class.
Well,
I mean, I get it, but
the higher
like,
power thing has to exist.
I get
Honestly,
it. I
like,
get it, but
you have to come to believe. Listen, I've done men, women, all the drugs in the book, therapy, counseling, everything that you can think of to fill a void, and nothing ever has worked. You have to come to believe in a power greater than yourself so they can restore you to sanity. Because if you don't, you will never have hope in something bigger than yourself, and you have to have it. Have to.
fair enough.
So I understand.
I get it.
Hope is what that provides for you.
Yes. Yes. Hope.
Yeah. Hey,
Standard.
it's not a small thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
When you're really, really low, man, hope is the one thing you ain't really got. So I mean,
Hope, love.
if if a belief can restore that hope, I think that's a totally valid
And trust.
point,
I mean, because
Yeah.
a lot of addicts burn so much trust with everybody. They have such a hard time getting back in with their family or learning how to run a business or be a part of the work ethic because they feel like they've lost so much trust all over the place, and it's hard for them to get back.
Yeah.
Dude, that was my story for sure.
So so we get back to Louisiana. We do this rehab thing, get a little bit of clarity, but it's still not for you. You ain't found nothing yet. So where are we at there? We're still 25 years old running around Louisiana.
Yep. So I had gotten kicked out the second time. They just had pretty strict rules, and I just couldn't follow rules anyway.
Yeah.
So I got kicked out the second time and went to a TGI Fridays to celebrate. Oh, okay, wait, back up. So I went and stayed with the guy that I had gotten kicked out of the program with, and at his parents' house, and was just kind of following him around, trying to figure things out. And we weren't dating. I at that point knew that I was confusing love and lust, so I wasn't having sex. I made a vow to myself that I was not going to have sex until marriage. I had no interest in dudes at all, love, relationships, none of that. I needed to figure my stuff out.
Yeah.
So I'm staying with him and his parents and following him around. We get a job at a rock yard, and we went to a TGI Fridays to celebrate. And I ordered a glass of wine, and that was the last time I'd ever touched anything. And I just remembered like freaking out internally. Nobody knew, but I was like internally imploding. I just wanted that bottle so bad, and I just couldn't understand why I couldn't shut it off.
Why it turned so easily.
Yeah, it was pretty like honestly, it was kind of scary when I think about it, because like
you're like, wow, my fire lights that easily.
I couldn't, not even about the alcohol, because again, I didn't know that recovery existed. I didn't know that there were programs in place or steps or anything like that. I was so naive. I just knew like the feeling that I had was I couldn't control it. Like I was freaking out internally. But so I get a job at a rock yard, and I start at then I get a probation officer. Even though I had put myself in the program, all the things, this probation officer calls me and says that I need to do this drug court program or go back to rehab. And so I chose the drug court program, which was an 18-month program.
I would do. Everybody
Dude, that
would
was
take
the
that.
best thing I could have ever done in my life. They taught me like you had to call your every day, and if your color was called, you had to go pee. And to take a UA, it was $10 every time. Well, I didn't know how to save money, but I figured it out. Like it gave me the it got
gave
me
you some structure.
Yes,
Gave you
like
some
practical
structure.
application of a better way of living, because
You're like,
didn't have that
I need
before.
to be able to afford this. I got to make sure I can do this.
At the drop of a hat.
And
Yes.
and those programs are good for people that were in the spot like you were, where you're ready to change.
Yes.
That's a great program for somebody who's ready to change. You're held accountable every fucking day.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was the best thing ever.
I've seen some people that are in that. So you're taking these calls, and how are you making money at this point? Are you
That
you get a
rock
real
yard.
job?
Rock yard.
Yeah, the rock yard. There you go.
It was about 30 minutes away. It was in Chalmette, Louisiana. So it was about 30 minutes away from Slidell, where I needed to go to pee. And the guy didn't care too much that I had to leave at the drop of a hat to go pee. So I started looking for another job and found one at Planet Fitness. So I got hired working overnights, and
Just doing what, cleaning and shit?
I was working the front desk.
All right.
And that's where it all started.
That was the switch, huh?
that
was it.
When I was in the program, like I said, when I got kicked out the first time, I went back to Jennings, Louisiana with the girl, because you couldn't go back for 30 days. And by this time, I actually could look in a mirror, sit in a bathtub, all the things. And I'm like, okay, I don't like the way I look. So I just kind of, I don't know how it started, but I went to an Anytime Fitness, bought these fat burners, would like show up with this waist trainer, gloves. I just got all the things.
You went balls deep first.
I did.
way.
I sure did.
That's okay.
I did.
You can nerd out. That's
I
how
know-
everybody. You can go buy out the whole athletic thing at Academy and come in with your gloves and everything.
What's the lady's name that does The Biggest Loser? She's like real big.
Oh, I know what you're. Yeah.
Gene.
Yeah, it starts with a J.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either. Pull that up for us,
her.
Cody.
Her.
Yeah,
That
her.
like I remember I went to Goodwill and I found these shoes by her. They're like sparkly and turquoise, and I like wore those things all
You was
the way
in.
through.
You was in.
I was so in. I thought I was so cool. I had no idea what I was doing. Nothing. And
But you got an all-in personality. That's obvious. I mean, you commit to some shit. You're going. You ain't fucking around.
well, when you get delivered from the bondage of addiction, bro, like you have a whole appreciation for life that you can't even explain to people. And that was me. Like
yeah.
even though I didn't know anything about anything, I was happy doing it. Like, I was excited. Like, I don't know. I felt like I had a second chance at life, you know?
Well, one fucking great U-turn saved your life. It sounded like, because that dude was finna stab your ass. It sounds like.
And he actually was.
Yeah, that dude was finna poke your ass. That does not sound good at all.
No.
So I'm glad you whipped that car around, because that sounds like a big turning point right there.
We've talked about that before, actually, and he told me that if that wouldn't have happened, that he would have stabbed me. He wasn't in his right mind. Man, that's crazy.
Well, when somebody asks you how many times you want to stab, I'm finna take this shit seriously. That ain't a normal question somebody asks you.
You know what's nuts is that it actually is so normalized on the streets, bro. Like,
well, I mean,
think about that often.
You've lived some lives unfortunately we haven't had to.
It's not normalized, man, but there's a different culture to it.
You're
you
right.
know what I mean? Like,
well, it's just a different set of what's normal when you're living on the street.
That's it.
Yeah.
The baseline's way lower, unfortunately.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's a whole different culture. It's a whole I think it's a whole different.
So,
good point.
So when you work at Planet Fitness, they give you a membership, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So how long before front desk goes to I'm working out all the time? You got all the gloves now, so you in there pumping all the time?
Yeah, I made friends with people, obviously, and just kind of they took me under their wing, and I started. I actually enrolled in NASM for a personal training certification, and dude, my brain was so fried. I'm telling you, dude, from the time I was 10 to the time I wasn't 10, the end of the road, I was under the influence of something. My brain had no ability to function. Like,
can we have one quick callback question?
Yeah.
What was the first, at 10 years old, what was the first thing that got you on meth that young?
Oh, not meth.
We so then just kind of went from there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I was hoping you didn't hit some meth at that age. That would be fucking
14.
crazy. Yeah,
13.
still
13.
It's a quick road.
Yeah, so fast.
Because those drugs, the cross section is there at the trap house. You there anyway. However,
that mess scares me. That mess scares me.
But like I'm saying, it's just an underground culture that's pretty well developed.
So just working out for yourself first, and you were ready to start actually personal training. So actually making a little more money at Planet Fitness, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And is a certification you have to get?
Mm-hmm.
And what does that entail?
Just school, like online certification program.
Nice.
Kind of go at your own pace.
Pretty easy to get. I mean, if you want. I mean, if you want. I mean, anything's easy to get if you want to get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you got to maybe.
But that doesn't prove you as a personal trainer. You almost takes word of mouth after that.
Yes. Oh, now that's a whole different ball game. Getting started is so totally different than keeping it going. You know.
Yeah, I bet.
The same thing. You could tell the same thing. It's the exact same grind, bro.
It is.
And you have to. You are grinding.
Yeah.
If you are not prepared for the grind, you got
to be. Most people think where they fall short in fitness, which is they're looking for instant gratification.
Yes.
And you remember that it took 10 years for your ass to get fat off on all them cheeseburgers. You ain't gonna lose in a month.
Exactly.
You gotta reverse the process, people. Remember, it takes the time it took to add on. Sometimes takes to pull off, unless you just go hard.
Yes.
Unless you're willing to go super deficit and work your ass off twice a day.
Miserable.
I mean, and some people like that shit. Like some people it's great for it. For you, it probably was great. It got your mind off of doing drugs and shit.
Yeah, it did. I was overnight for about a year, and they asked me if I wanted to become the trainer at that location. So my career kind of picked up really quick, and my name spread, not because my abilities in the gym, but because of my relatability to human.
Yeah.
People kind of really like that,
Well, you said that at the very beginning, and I think it was great. You, like, more than just the superficial, you dig deeper.
Yeah.
And I think I think what you've been through and just the fact that you read people good, using some psychology is going to make you better at your job.
Yeah, for sure.
So that is definitely, I guarantee how you got your name. So what did it just make it relatable because you just been through a bunch of shit?
Yeah. I was still pretty naive. I mean, I didn't know how to put the words to the experience that I had. So I was almost like a fire hose, man. Like, I need to shut up. Like, this little old lady does not need to know
everything,
all the things. No, bless her heart, she's gonna have a heart attack. I had to learn real quick, but actually it wasn't real quick. It actually took quite a few years before I finally realized, like, oh, I don't have to tell them that.
Not everybody needs to know everything. I mean, man, you'd be surprised.
I'm an oversharer.
You'd be surprised what people will tell you too, though, when you share with them, though.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you open up a little bit, people open up right back. And
they do.
And sometimes that's a great bond, especially when you're working out, because they're working your ass off anyway. So it's as long as we're running, I love to talk. But if we're running, I don't talk. Cardio, I don't talk. Don't talk to me while I'm doing cardio.
I can't talk. I can't breathe. Yeah, that's why.
No, dude, I ran with athletes that can the good ones. Probably like your husband. He probably was talking while he was running.
He doesn't run.
How did your family react to your sobriety? You coming out of this? How were they receptive? Were they skeptical? Healthily skeptical?
I'm sure you had a lot of trust to earn back. I guarantee.
Turns out I know your mom, Penny. I've known her for a long time.
Well, that's cool.
That's really funny. We was talking about that.
It's my cousin. Shout out to Penny.
No way. But
shout out to Penny.
Yeah. So how is the family with this?
I love you, Mom, but still traumatized for sure.
Well, families all carry their own trauma within themselves.
Oh yeah, they do.
It's. I just moved my folks back into my house, and we're going through some of that right now.
Good job.
And they're in the throes of like a dementia Alzheimer's thing, and I am slowly figuring out that they're not the same people.
Yeah.
That caused that trauma in my life. Okay,
Yeah.
I can't take it out on them because they don't.
Yeah,
they're completely unaware.
Well,
it's something I'm holding. It's something I'm holding on to.
That's powerful.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm figuring that out, and I got to kind of.
Well, you've been smart enough
to.
I think you've been smart enough to like reevaluate your relationship with your parents, and it's been nice to watch because, like I said, he had to deal with moving him into a home, then moving him back into his home with him, moving to Winfield, having a house here, having a house in Winfield, dealing with all that. He's had a lot on his shoulders, guys.
There's a lot of trauma and loss just in that thing going on, but.
You've been doing a good job, man.
But it's washing out, and it's being okay. But right now it sucks. You know what I mean? Like we got to go through it. It's like fitness, there's going to be a hard part at the beginning.
Yeah, and seasons.
Yeah,
for sure. Same thing with the gym.
Anything you're doing, but yeah, like I can imagine in the throes of addiction causing a lot of trauma and stress in a family.
It was hard for me for a long time to think about how I affected different people. We'll just say my mom and my dad, for example. Like, I didn't really... they weren't victims. Yeah. My grandma and my grandpa were the victims. Like, I ran them ragged, man.
Yeah, they did a lot for you.
And I would just look them in the face and just lie and steal and all the things. And so they were...
Mary and Bob.
They were the firing squad, man. Yeah, they got it. My mom and... So it was hard for me to realize that.
Well, your mom couldn't all handle it at times. She was still young too.
Right.
I mean, I don't remember how young your mom was when you were born, but fairly younger than I think when my kids were born. But your mom had a lot on her plate too, as well.
Yeah.
So it was a lot going on. And Bob and Mary, Mary is my mom's sister, did a lot for you guys. A shitload.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah, out there in Harper. Out there, oh God,
so small.
Oh, that fucking place,
so small.
So yeah, they stepped up. I mean, in our family, someone's always there for you. Usually, luckily, we got a pretty big family. But so where were we in your line? Fuck, you got your certification. We're not doing meth anymore, thank God, and. Do you slowly just start building the clientele? How long before you move from Louisiana back to here? Like, what's that transition? Where's all that happen?
So
we'll try to find
I came back to
where
Kansas. I flew back home because I think I was just doing a visit at this time. It was just a visit, and that was my first visit back home. My first time being back in Kansas, being sober, all the things, all the feelings, all the emotions, and I was talking with my grandma, and I had an opportunity to do personal training outside of Planet Fitness, and it was a risk. It wasn't at PF. You get paid hourly. You don't have to worry about taxes. You get paid taxes, all the things, blah blah blah. This risk.
They handle it. It's easier. But
you was about to be subcontract labor.
Yes.
But I think
I knew nothing about any of that.
You run your own business.
But you had some confidence in yourself because you've been doing some pretty good at this.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, you started gaining a little confidence, and that's
bit.
Okay. It's hard to get confidence when you're fighting back from being low.
Yes.
Important.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And
this is still like only a year in, 2 years.
Yeah, and then a lot of time you feel like you're fake at that time. You're like, is this really, do I deserve to be here?
Imposter syndrome?
Yeah, imposter syndrome is huge. But
yeah. So my grandma said, don't try, do. So I came back to Louisiana, and I just started the independent personal training, and it just kind of grew from there. I was in bodybuilding prep. I wanted to step on stage from the time I'd gotten sober to, well, I finally did.
Did you see somebody do this, or like, or just other bodybuilders in the gym, or where'd the idea go from being in shape to fucking being jacked and like ready to go?
Because of the extreme, man. Like I was the biggest I had ever been outside of pregnancy with my twins, and I wanted to be the complete opposite, of course, because I'm a freaking addict, man. It has to be extreme.
Hey, we got to just point your brain in the right direction. That's all.
Well, all right. So the successful people I know that have shed addiction in their lives, they haven't shed addiction. They changed addiction. They have addictive personalities, and they can't get away from that. So it's just instead of being addicted to drugs, now I'm addicted to fucking gardening or something. You know what I mean?
Something positive.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Something positive.
You just switch it out. You realize that this is a part of my personality. I'm just addicted to shit, and so you just find a healthy alternative.
Yeah, you just point your crazy in a good direction, and and do something positive.
That? I mean, is that a thing? Is that
yes,
kind of what we're talking about?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. Personally, I think addiction the addicts that you see, I think you just have people that have ADHD and don't know how to channel it.
Yeah,
or
haven't had the opportunity, or have got too crazy into drugs and shit went a little awry for them. But you'd be surprised that people's mind are always wired for something if you can get them pointed in the right fucking direction.
Yes, you just gotta find what.
Find what it is. Find what makes you makes you tick, or just find something that subsequent you, something to spend your time. So you just ain't. So you don't feel like. I feel most people don't realize when you sit at home by yourself is when everybody gets depressed.
Yeah.
Like, get out and do some shit. Be a part of a community that does something.
And that's what I'm talking about, that recidivism rate, man. I think that's a lot of what it is. You get out of the program, and you just lose your structure, and you lose your, identity. You don't have people anymore. And you just find yourself so alone that, man, it's like, shit, I was better off fucked up. You know what I mean? So,
yes.
That's sad. That's a sad state. And that's why we're sitting at something where 70-some percent recidivism rate. That's crazy. That's a lot.
Wow.
But there's not a lot to do in Wichita, Kansas.
And that's why a lot of people if they don't find something, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Let me go get straight. Let me go get figured out where I don't have all my old connections, and then I'll come back and because Kansas, if you're not in the bad part of it, it's a pretty good place to raise a family and not a bad place to buy a home and raise a business and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, if you want to get in the bad part of any city, it sucks. But so you see somebody on the stage and it makes you want to go the full, let's get to the max. What is the balance between, because you've talked about your weight a few times already on this show. What is the balance between, because you're trying to put on, obviously, mass to win these competitions, but you're also trying to stay fit for your fitness part. Like, how's that balance work?
Okay, that's a strange question. Ask me that in a different way.
Because you work on most of the time personal training, you're staying fit, staying lean, but then when it goes to a competition, how does your what changes about what? Because don't you have to, what do you have to do? Supplements, I'm sure, changes. The way you eat changes. All that has, what goes into changing from just normal everyday fitness to now I'm trying to win a bodybuilding competition, if I may.
Okay, well, at the time, I didn't know balance. I had just gotten sober. So the idea of stepping on stage was drastically different than this time of actually doing it. I can tell you now, if you would have asked me then, I would have said, diet. You got to have a diet in place. You got to have your regimen. You got to have a good coach. And yes, all those things are true. But if you don't have the right mindset, then none of that
doesn't really matter. Ain't gonna change it.
Yeah, you got to. Somebody has to have at least some type of idea how to work a kitchen in order to make a cake. If you don't know, then you need to get out of the kitchen. And that was me 10 years ago. I should not have even been thinking about the idea of stepping on stage because I didn't even know how to stand in a kitchen. They're in a gym, all the things.
Well, did you get up there the first time and didn't even know how to pose right?
No, I just never got it. I never did step on stage, and I just sacrificed a lot of time and opportunity with family. That's when Grandma was sick, and I remember calling, and they had been out already, and she had gotten back to Kansas, went back to the doctor, found out it was cancer, and she was kind of going downhill pretty quick, and I remember calling and talking to Grandpa. I was on a walk, and I told him I wanted to come back and, help, be present, help her around the house, all the things, and he was like, no, it's okay, everybody's fine, everything's fine, keep doing what you're doing. And I was internally, I was like, oh, cool, okay, because I want to step on stage, and it just never happened. I needed time in order to really lose the body fat that I had gained and heal internally. And
and know what you're doing for
Yeah,
the most part. I mean,
for sure.
sounds like you were smart enough not to rush it.
Well, I tried.
But, I mean, you tried to rush it, but I feel like you got there and you're like, I'm not ready, and I need to actually tone this back and get, take a couple of years and really do this the right way. It sounds like you. So you made a good decision.
Yeah, I stopped the idea of bodybuilding, went and did CrossFit for a while, and then God was like, hey, Grandma passed away, got to move back to Kansas. So then here we came, and I was terrified to come back here, dude. I was so scared.
Were
In
you
my
scared
mind-
of addiction?
People?
People?
Yes, I was with some pretty sketchy people, and I
Did they come out of the woodworks right when you came back?
No.
You didn't have to deal with any of them?
a few had reached out, heard that I was back in town, messaged me on Facebook and whatnot. Actually, an old connection, his girl was pregnant, and I actually let her stay with me for a while in my house. Took care of her for a bit
That's
until
nice
she
of
could
you.
get on her feet and kind of just
You saw yourself a
a
little bit
saving
there,
grace.
saw a little bit of, like, let me help this girl because you could.
yes.
Awesome. That's
Yes.
awesome of you. And that's kind of what you're doing right now, helping people get to where they want to be.
Yeah, found a PF again, started at PF, and then Forge came along a few years later, and now here I am, powerlifting coach, bodybuilder, personal trainer, nutritionist, all the things. And
Is
it's
that where
just
you're at now,
crazy.
Forge?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where you're going to be too.
Oh yeah, all
And
right.
where's
Yeah.
that? And that's down the street. Give them the address. Where's that place?
330 North Mosley.
330 North Mosley. And what if somebody walked in there today? What would they find in that building?
A locked door.
Well,
Good luck. You got to make the phone call.
oh, it's a
It is a private gym.
private
you have
gym.
to have door access to get in, which is nice.
That's cool.
yes, cool.
But there's everything there.
And so but making it a private gym, it's open to anybody that's willing to pay the
It's
monthly
huge.
fee.
It's big.
Cool.
It's like I think he said 11,000 square foot.
Oh wow,
I think that's what he said. It's
that's
big.
crazy.
Nice,
It's pretty big.
right?
What's the benefits of a private gym versus a Planet Fitness, for example?
So you're not tied into a contract. There's obviously cancellation fees, but it's not corporate.
Yeah.
It's local. Well, that's
local.
local's the cool part. That's our whole gig. So
I can't say that there's not wait times on machines, because if it gets busy, then there's
I think
that.
you're gonna have that
but
anywhere though.
there's wait
Yeah.
times at every
Really?
gym I've ever
no
been at.
crazy
That's what I
kids,
mean.
that's for sure. At the Y, I know that people talk
I mean,
about kids all the time.
I never worry about wait times at a gym because I grew up in gyms. As long as the person that's on the machine is using it correctly and doing them, I don't give a fuck. I'll wait. Yeah, I can go find something else to do.
The difference between a private gym and the Y, I just went back to the Y because I could not go to my gym and work out without somebody coming up to me and prep. My brain was doing good just to make it through the day.
Yeah.
And so I got a membership with the Y, and I'm used to private gym culture where you like, and I'm asking this girl right now without saying anything if I can share the machine with her, and she's just looking at me like,
She has no fucking idea what you're talking about.
2 more sets. I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
We can rotate on these
I'll
machines.
wait.
I mean,
I can talk to her. She had her headphones in.
Yeah, there you go.
But at a private gym, like, you just know.
Right.
You share things.
yeah, you guys got your own culture, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially if you want something that's gonna be a little more exclusive, and and you have like that community feel.
Yeah.
I worked out at Genesis forever, so it's not too bad there because there's no kids allowed in that place. But yeah, Genesis is what it is.
I like the Genesis on Central and Woodlawn.
I used to fuck with the one on Central and right across the street from Bishop Carroll, between Tyler and Ridge, was the one I always went to. Because it was Via Christi forever, and I used to play basketball there at Via Christi. So when the Stevens bought it and turned it into a Genesis, I was grandfathered in because I had like a Genesis membership for $10 a month because I was already paying to play basketball there. So there's pickup basketball there at that Via Christi all the time. So growing up there, that's where we always worked. Then there was a few machines and just little church stuff, like not a big time like the Genesis was, but.
That's
So what was
cool.
your first time on stage? When did this be a thing? The first time
September
on stage?
13th, September 12th. It was this year.
Yeah, it's
This
last
year?
year.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
wait,
wow.
wait. It's New Year now.
Yeah, it's 25.
25.
Yeah, so like
The
3
end of
months
last
ago.
year.
3 months ago.
Yeah.
Was the first day I knew it was recent,
Yeah.
where she
Wow.
just recently got on stage.
September, November, December.
So how's that going? I mean, you're obviously like kind of the beginning phase of that. And
Yeah, so I did my first show, and I competed against one other lady, so I won by default, I say, but they technically allowed me to go to nationals from there. But the lady gave me feedback and told me not to do it. Don't go to nationals this year. Work, grow, work on all these things, blah, blah, blah. So I did another show in November and competed against a lot of women and won overall. So I decided to go to nationals anyway and got third in nationals, dude.
Nice.
Hey, all right.
That was
Well, so-
pretty dope.
So run us through a bodybuilding competition a little bit real quick.
Yeah. how's
First
that
and
event?
foremost, is there weight classes or is it just like how is it all women? Everybody that's there is competing or
So you have fit model, bikini, wellness, figure, physique, bodybuilding. That's women's.
Wow.
Men have like classic physique and then bodybuilding. Physique, classic physique, bodybuilding. And then so for women, until you get to physique and bodybuilding, like the big girls, you don't worry about weight class. It's all height.
okay?
So regardless of how much I'd weighed, my height will determine my class. And then yeah.
Those categories don't seem to be like self-explanatory. Like
I know.
physique, what is that? Like proportion? Like things got to be a
So fit model
certain
is like
kind of way.
like Barbie girl, like
jeez.
like I don't know, like teen Barbie. Bikini is like okay, mature Barbie with the big old butt. Like she's got her life together a little bit. And then the wellness are like, I'm a step on everything you own and
I've been doing
eat your
lunges for
lunch.
10 years. I'm
Yes,
finna,
they got the big old butts and the big old legs.
yeah, them big legs, them girls with them big old long legs, man. That's intimidating. I bet.
Seeing all them girls half naked back there was like, I've never been around that many fit, pretty, jacked women in my life.
So
The jail was.
how's that feel to win third against them then? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
dude.
Especially when you were told you weren't ready
Dude.
yet. So fuck that lady.
Yeah.
I just couldn't stop crying.
That's awesome.
I was so emotional.
So that lady can
Dude.
kick rocks down
She
the
was
street.
actually a judge on the panel at Nationals.
Really?
Yes, dude. Yes,
Well, that's
dude.
what.
I was
How's she
shaking
gonna
my-
tell you that you wasn't ready and then vote you third?
So you got to shove it right in her face
Well,
about it. Yeah.
she was looking at me, telling me to pull my belly in and just smile.
Well, it sounds like
So that was
okay.
kinda cool.
I'll take it back. This
Yeah,
lady sounds a little
At
helpful.
first,
She gave you
Same.
advice
Same.
here. That's
Yeah.
good,
But then she got cool.
Yeah, she got cool, but she was throwing rocks a little bit for a
Yeah,
second.
it wasn't criticism.
Yeah.
It wasn't constructive criticism. It was
Nah,
criticism.
yeah, it
the
was a
first
little
time.
jealousy. It sounded like,
I don't know.
but
Small town.
so what do you? So okay, we're going right up into the competition. What do you do to accentuate your muscles coming in? Are you starving yourself leading up to this, or is this a weight cutting type thing like fighters do? Like what is it? What is prep like for getting ready for a show?
Yeah, man. Every category is different. For mine, the goal is symmetry. Like you want to look like an X.
I gotcha.
So posing is, and by the way, everything you see online, all those girls, if you seen them stand straight up and down, they would not look like that, bro. I was like looking at girls that I would see in Walmart or like at a pool, and then
Yeah.
they would pose, and it was like, dang, dude, like,
Blah.
where'd that come from?
Especially those back muscles.
Yes,
they hit you with that
I'm
back
so
for like
serious. The
Oh, yeah,
legs
yeah,
and the
the-
glutes, like, where'd you get that? But
tons of work. I mean, you guys work your ass off for that. I guarantee it ain't easy.
So I knew this guy that did like competitions like that, and before he would go in, he had some kind of warm up diet to where it was all just like greens and lean meats and stuff like that. And then the day of the competition, he'd eat like a couple pieces of cheesecake to pop everything up.
Really?
Yeah,
smart.
right.
Everybody does it different. My
Yeah.
coach had me.
And everybody's body's different, like so I'm sure there's a little bit
Yeah.
of something for everyone.
The goal, ultimately, from my division, you want to be dry but not grainy or too vascular. You just got to be just right, but you want to be full. So the cheesecake
Yeah.
or candy, something
So
like
you don't
that.
look sucked out, basically. So you don't
Yeah,
look
you
like.
don't want to be flat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They
Yeah,
they
it's
still want you to be pretty. They don't
Yeah.
want
Wow.
rough.
Yeah, they don't want you coming in like with that iron.
The diet. So my coach, I hope, Lord Jesus, please don't let see it. But every day, every day I would eat a Heath brownie caramel confection from Dairy Queen.
There you go.
Shout out DQ. If you guys haven't had that, you have to have it.
What does it say one more time?
The Heath brownie caramel confection
I'm
All
a
right.
Mississippi mud fudge. I don't know.
from DQ.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta look that up.
Damn, you guys got
Get you
like-
one. Get you
I
one.
feel like since I don't have an order from DQ, I feel
Oh.
I get the cheese
Mississippi mud
curds. I
fudge,
get the
baby,
cheese
that's the
curds.
one.
That's what I get.
I didn't even know they had cheese curds.
Oh, they do. And they're good as hell.
I would get a Heath brownie caramel confection every single day, every day during prep. And the last week is when I had to like pay attention and do what my coach said, because he's basically controlling how the water's manipulated in my body.
Yeah,
That's right.
your hydration is probably
Yeah.
a big part of it.
Dude, it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like the way that glycogen and water are like married, and when you work out, you're depleting the glycogen in your body. So when you replenish with carbs, you fill back up.
Right.
So if you're water cutting and carb cutting and then you fill back up again, in theory, you're swollen and
Yeah, you're bloating. Yeah.
jacked. And
That's what dude was on. Right
Yeah.
Yeah,
there.
that's smart.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. And you don't want to be full or bloated. So the reason why it's so strict, because you could be in a calorie deficit eating pizza and burgers, but the way that your body holds that versus clean food that it can process a little quicker is just drastically different. You can manipulate it better.
Yeah.
It's not predictable when you do something like pizza or burgers or
Right.
candy, ice cream, all those things.
Sugar and
All those things.
All the good stuff.
So
All
what's
the best.
so we had a little bit of success. So what is we take third in nationals? Where was nationals held at?
Dallas.
Dallas. So where are we going moving forward? What's our plans in the bodybuilding? It sounds like you can take this shit over.
I mean, you got to step it up from there, right?
Yeah.
So I
mean-
didn't compete. Well, ultimately, I was kind of competing for my pro card, but it wasn't I wasn't devastated that I didn't get it. It wasn't the overall goal. The goal was just
so there
to do
isn't
it.
like a
It's 10 years
professional
later.
circuit for this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's badass.
But you got to be in there at like time and get points or something,
No.
right? Like no,
you
No,
just
I
joined
could
the
have won
circuit.
my
Really?
pro card that day.
So when
That's
when
awesome.
so when you get
Could
to
have.
just by placing that high.
Yep.
so
Oh,
what,
that's awesome.
so when you get your pro circuit, does that mean you get to like travel with maybe like some supplement companies and make some money, do some shit? Like
You know what? I don't know. I think what I've heard is competing pro means you can compete in the pro shows and get money at those shows if you win. Sponsorships are more likely to happen.
What'd you get for winning third at nationals? Just was there a prize for that?
No, a medal and
Just
big
credentials.
bill.
Credentials.
Credentials.
Yeah.
experience.
Did you get at least like? Did they give you a hotel and shit for coming down there at least? Those motherfuckers.
Dude, that was I had no idea that
You're
prep
competing
was so
as your
expensive.
expense.
Yeah,
Dude.
so it's just all on you and your coach.
Dude.
Like you're paying for all that shit.
That's so hard.
It was so
So
expensive.
Okay, so do you get sponsors?
There
for
we
this?
go. I was about to say she
you
needs some
can.
sponsors.
Can you
Yeah.
get that? Yeah.
You can, and then sponsors will pay for
Well,
hotel.
And now that you got third in nationals, I would imagine that you could probably get some sponsors, right?
Yeah,
like
help for-
like you're
cut your
well
travel
positioned to
costs.
get them now.
So
I would think.
I wish sometimes that I was like some of the other people that are in the fitness world where they are like they dominate. No, that's not me. I'm so
It's hard to
like,
ask for that shit. I
humble,
get you. Yeah,
like,
I get you.
laid back, I guess. If it happens,
We're-
I'm kind of like a hippie.
We're
bro,
gonna have
like,
to talk. I need to hook you up with some sponsors. I think I know the right way
stir my
to
brain.
go here.
I don't know. If it happens, cool, But I'm like,
It's hard to go out. It's
I'll
cringy
just
to
do
go
it.
out and ask for it and like beg for sponsor help.
Well, you need
We-
advocates. You need-
And we
you know,
we deal with the
you
same
need
thing
people
on our
speaking
show.
for
And
you.
we've done this show for 4 years, and it's hard to like, it's nothing's for free. Nothing gets done easily, but it's still also hard to be like, hey, we need your help. Give us some sponsor money. It feels cringy and it sucks, but every competing in an art form of any sport needs it needs backing.
Yeah.
It just does. You need sponsors and people on your side.
I was super fortunate for a girl to post a like a flyer with my Cash App, PayPal, Venmo on it that went around. That helped a lot. That
Yeah,
paid a
nice.
huge chunk.
What it raised, if you
Like
don't mind me asking.
$1,400.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That was nice. So
Yeah,
nice.
that's great.
It didn't help that back to back I had this powerlifting meet coming up that I have to really push for sponsors for. So it's kind of like, oh yeah,
So what's the difference between the powerlifting meet? So
everything.
You're just going to see who can lift the most in weight classes.
So this one is a USPA sanctioned meet, United States Powerlifting Association. So this is a national qualifier, so people can go to nationals, but most powerlifting meets are national qualifiers. This one is just the annual trial by iron. This is actually the meet that I competed at the first time 3 years ago. 4 years, 4 years
What
ago.
event are you? Is it deadlift or is it?
It's squat, bench, deadlift.
Oh, it's three different ones.
Yep, you have
Nice.
3 attempts.
Nice.
3 attempts at each lift.
As it
Each
goes up,
lift.
as it goes up.
You get to set your attempts. So if you wanted to compete,
Oh, so you can set your own ceiling.
Yeah.
It's something you can do first, and then the other attempts you try to push it a little bit. I would assume.
So what are you lifting right now?
oh
What are you
geez,
doing?
so
Where you at?
I just competed and
All right. So you don't want to let the cat
I've been
out?
taking a break from the gym. Like
Alright.
I just got this little Fit Cube, this stupid little thing off of like Temu that has these cables to it, so I can just do something at home.
Oh, like resistance bands?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
On this block. Chris, my husband is like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I'm like a crackhead. I cannot sit still, but I just haven't had time to go to the gym. I'm there all the time for other people, but trying to find time for myself.
Well, I mean,
That's always how
as
it
you
is.
said in this episode, you had to get another gym membership,
Yeah.
just to get away so you can work out without people bothering
It's like
you.
that. If you work at the restaurant, you don't eat the food.
Yes.
We'll just
know
say,
what I mean? It's
we'll
that
say
same
it
thing.
for we'll say it for her. There's sometimes she's working out at her gym. She don't need you to come up and fuck with her. Let her just do her shit.
It's so real. Well, I can't help it, and I
Maybe
will.
I think we need to you need like a headband.
Put your AirPods in.
Oh, you need like a
Put 'em
headband.
out.
Like if I got my orange headband on today, don't fuck with me.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get a headband.
Or like something to be like, these are the days I'm in the gym. Just please leave me
Just
alone.
wear a shirt that says, give me about 10 feet.
Yeah, give me 10. Give me 10,
T-shirt
give me
said-
3 feet.
Stay the fuck back.
It's sad though. It's sometimes it's probably like 40% them, 60% me. Because if I see somebody doing something crazy, or if I see somebody struggling and like wandering,
You can't help it.
I
You're
can't
just-
help
yeah.
it, man. It's
Well, it's
me.
your job too. I mean, I get it. That
I
makes
just
sense.
love helping. I just love people, and I don't know. I just feel like time is so short, and I don't want to be like so self-absorbed that I'm just like unaware of the people around me, that need help. And usually, almost every single time,
I have an audience question.
Audience
Oh,
question.
we got an audience question.
So, how did you start your social media videos?
Your social media videos.
which ones? What?
The gym, I guess the gym ones?
Okay, that's a hard question.
You wanted to know the question.
It was Annie.
Yes.
Of course, Annie asked some whack ass question.
Annie got it.
That's our engineer.
I guess it's your social media videos for your local gym.
That's my boss doing those, putting the ads. Is that what she's talking about? The ads?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm a unwilling participant. I've been smacked in the
But it-
face with fish, bro.
But it's helping market the gym.
We're not glossing over that.
Whole
What
thing,
you
yeah.
got hit in the face with fish?
With fish, bro.
Really?
Yes.
So what do you mean?
Catching a fish for an ad. I can't make eye
So
contact.
you
I'm-
didn't catch it.
I did not. There were so many takes. I got hit in the face with that stupid fish like 15 times, bro. I was so mad.
This sounds like a traumatic day for you.
Dude, I'll never forget it. But then he has some other ideas that like smashing melons, and I just get to do some pretty cool stuff.
You
But,
waved Gallagher on some shit?
dude,
We smashed. You probably don't know who Gallagher is,
I
but
do not know who Gallagher is.
he's a comedian. He used to smash watermelons at the end of his set. Don't worry about it. He's old and probably dead. But so where can we're wrapping up here. Where can everyone reach out to you if they're looking for fitness, or if they're looking to get with the Forge? What give all your credentials and how can they support you, find you, for sponsorship, all the things.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook, Steph Carter, Instagram, Steph with 3 H's .Carter, or Misfit Strength, MISSFIT strength.com.
Misfit.
Misfit.
I like it.
Misfit.
I like it.
The,
I like it.
the
I like it a lot.
OG
Yeah.
Misfits.
So
again.
now you have to, the Black Misfits T-shirt.
Yes.
You've
Yeah,
got
you
to make
gotta-
a parody.
Oh my
You
of
got to
that shirt.
appropriate that.
Dude, thank
Come
you.
on.
You put some lipstick on the skull.
Oh,
You
it's
put
badass.
some lipstick on the
Yeah,
skull.
that's
That's misfit.
That's
right?
got to happen.
Oh,
Bro.
that's it.
That's gotta happen.
That's
I've
it
been
right
like
now.
asking
That's an
people for
iconic T-shirt.
creativity.
Yeah.
That is an
thank you.
iconic T-shirt.
That's great.
Make it into your marry those two. Badass.
That's it. That's the one.
I get credit for that idea.
Yeah.
You actually do. Good job. I needed that.
So other than that, we got your Instagram, TikTok, all those things.
Yep, it's somewhere you'll find it.
Where you at on
Click
TikTok?
around.
What's your TikTok? Steph?
Same as Instagram.
All right. So make sure you.
TikTok, don't judge me on TikTok. Get off. You don't do that.
All right. All right.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
No.
No, nobody judge none of us. We're all just trying to get through this shit.
I
It
see
ain't
me
easy.
so passed out.
Finally.
Yeah.
Are you guys on Snapchat? Do you know how to work Snapchat?
Snapchat is the one I hate because they give me. Okay, so I don't know how you people are, but I do not like to have notifications on any of my apps.
Same.
So they got to go. I can't have ones and people that have hundreds of shit. I don't know how you do it. It's giving me anxiety thinking about it. But so Snapchat is one of those ones that like puts notifications up on your app all the time. They ain't got nothing to fucking do with you, and they ain't nothing. So I can't mess with that app. That's the one I don't like. I try to stay with the trends, but that one I just don't like.
It's hard. That's how I am with TikTok.
You know, I'm always. It makes me open it all the time. I'm like, you got me again. I'm opening it for some shit that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Streaks.
I don't really care for social media, but like it's a necessary evil when you're promoting and you're doing your things,
And
right?
can I
Business
say?
card.
Can I say
Yeah.
one thing that I've been thinking about
It's a
with social
business
media
card.
lately?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think social media is pretty great if you. I think it mirrors the type of person that you are. I don't get into these political fights with people. I don't chase that shit. I don't worry about it. I just look up funny ass videos and watch my friends succeed and look at watch their family
all right.
grow.
So I'm totally guilty of this
That's all
part.
it comes back to me. I don't get all that bullshit.
I'm totally
I know,
guilty
I
of this. I will totally because I have friends all across.
You
the
like
spectrum.
gaslighting people.
I got right and left friends, right? And so I will just say some shit about like, so what about those Epstein files? And then like they just go nuts.
He likes to throw a turd in the punch bowl, basically.
Yeah. And then they just sit there and fight. And meanwhile, like I'm going, after one more post, I'm going to promote my show.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Once
It
my
works.
algorithm pops up enough
That's
because
smart.
these
It
assholes
works.
are fighting over politics, I'm just going to promote my show.
That's smart.
And all you have
That's
to
what
do,
you
I mean, all you have to do is draw a line in the sand, and everybody's going to pick one side.
The
and
funny
talk
thing is,
bullshit
I
about
can
it.
say that. I can say that clear as day to the camera,
and do it
and
tomorrow.
they're still going to do it tomorrow.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Like I will say to you, if you're mad at your social media all the time and it's a bunch of bullshit, it's because you're feeding into that shit.
You're doing it. You're doing it to
Dude,
yourself.
I go through and people with their, overly zealous left or right shit, you get snoozed for 30 days and then I ain't got to deal with you. It's real fucking easy.
Well, and to be honest, just to wrap up the political shit, we ain't doing it. But it's not really about right and left anymore, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think people see
This
that.
this has crossed
How
boundaries
do they
now.
not?
This
No,
has
they're killing
crossed
us in our
boundaries.
food. It ain't
We're
about.
not-
They're all in that shit together.
We're-
I know
we're not.
nutrition like crazy. We didn't even get into that part of it. The shit that they're feeding us these days, they're trying to kill us. I mean, it went from 3 ingredients and shit to 90.
Real quick, if you're a man and you are over 35, you should probably go get your hormones checked at a place that's not a regular doctor. Go find a wellness clinic.
Yeah.
If your testosterone is below
I
200,
recommend Amanda Hayworth at Seasons Health.
Especially
There you
if you played athletics when you were a kid. If you had high testosterone when you were a kid, you are subject to having really low testosterone
Yes.
now. Especially since like guys like me that played college sports and then you do nothing after that, and
Yep.
your T levels will fall through the fucking roof. They really
you too,
will.
lady, you won't get jacked. You won't get hair on your chin. You'll be fine. Go
And,
get your hormones checked.
and you can pluck them one or two that you probably got already anyway.
Amen.
All right, let's call it. Get with Steph Carter on everything. Get with us if you're interested as a band in doing the fundraiser show we got booked. And tickets for Time and Space and Neon Run coming soon.
Yeah, if you want to do anything for that fundraiser show, give us ideas. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're
Let's get
building
some food trucks out here, some jugglers. I don't know.
I'll watch a juggler.
Corn, some cream corn wrestling.
What about
I don't
those-
really care. Let's make it weird.
We can
Let's
get
it
we
going
can just get Unchained out here and have them wrestle in the parking lot
on.
again.
Let's go. Let's go.
Sorry if anybody's still in on that one.
Cut that shit on there, then.
Yeah, call it right
that
there.
shit right there. I love you, Miso. You're so
Oh,
cute.
he's like, what? But I'm tired.
He's like, all right, now I'm back up. Somebody give me attention.
I can take it off.
That's fine.
Oh.